Well, I guess you should plug in your battery. This is me learning to use technology. And it's fine. It's not a failure that's going to cost me a hand or an eye. So I'm happy. I wanted to finish talking about the sub self. The thing that uh, Nathaniel had to say as a lifelong psychoanalyst and coach is that most people that he has dealt with, that he works with, have a deep hatred of their child self. Now, that comes from not not getting love, or getting love which is conditional. In other words, if you're good enough, I will love you. If you're not good enough, and that could change hour to hour, it's like, then I'm going to withhold my affection and support. And so we have an internalized child, most of us, who have been through a chaotic or traumatic childhood, that has no self confidence. And we're ashamed of it. We actually hate it. He has people talk about visualizing their inner child, their hidden child, and they want to drown it or wall it up in a cave. They don't want to connect with that child. And let's look at why, because it makes sense. If the child is holding all of this unprocessed pain, well, you don't want to plug into that. But our biggest job in life is to find that child and to give the child reassurance, steady reassurance, calm, accepting love, so that we can internalize it in our primary identity. There are, if you can tell if you're not connected in a loving way to your child's self, if you suffer from depression. That's the first sign that you're not giving yourself enough love. When fear is absent, self assertiveness in the personality is natural. We aren't in a state where we're afraid to hold our boundaries or ask other people to treat us with more respect, or to simply speak up and say, I don't like lemon meringue pie. No, thank you. We become overly anxious about how people are perceiving us when we're living in a culture of fear. And take a minute in the next week or so and write down all the ways that we are now living in a culture of fear. What does that do? It increases our ability to advocate for ourselves. It increases our absence of valiant actions and valiant statements. Why is everybody so afraid? Because the culture is telling us you must not be self-assertive and confident. That's dangerous. And that is something that was taught to me very young in my family. People would sit at the dinner table and talk about somebody who seemed to have a lot of self-confidence and just destroy them. Oh, who do they think they are? They're so full of themselves. Well, good. Be full of yourself. It makes you stronger. It makes you kinder. It makes you more compassionate. It makes you more capable of growth. And the really bedrock thing you have to be aware of, you must keep your promises to yourself. How can you trust someone who keeps promising you $5 or a puppy or a new coat and they never come through? It's the same thing with you and yourself. If you don't keep your promises to yourself, in other words, I intend in the next 6 months to become stronger and more fit, I can make that promise, but if I haven't kept my promises over the last 6 months, there's no hope in hell it's going to happen. It's interesting, the analysis of societies where religion has been enforced, consciousness is punished. And it's punished. Let's look at the ways. If someone is conscious, they're going against the system of belief. They're a sinner, they're violating, they're not a good something or other citizen, church member, family member, whatever it is. And yet, consciousness is our only way out of this mess. If I can't see when I have done something that does not serve me because I'm so full of shame I look away, I'm never going to grow. I'm never going to become stronger. I'm never going to become the person I know I was born to be. So sorry about the disruption for the 2 parts of the video. It's me learning technology. Yay! And I persist, even as annoying as it can be. There are some words that I wanted to end with. That these are my thoughts. There are words which are empty. They lack significance. The word capable is solely defined by your culture or your family or the paradigm that you're living in. Capable means nothing. Significant. What's significant? Is it significant if I grew some flowers in my yard? For me, it is. In my value system. Is it for the rest of the world? It doesn't matter. These are empty words. These are containers. These are pottery bowls that we fill up for ourselves. Successful. Oh, don't even get me started. Someone who is a successful monster, someone who is a successful dictator, somebody who's a successful animal cruelty trainer. I mean, these words mean nothing. The only thing that matters is, did this action align with your values and make you a better person? That's the only value there. These are empty words, and when somebody uses them on you, just, don't even let it go in. And he had a meditation at the end of the book I thought was really good. If today I brought awareness to my life, what would I see? And I'm thinking starting the morning that way. Today, I will watch the day with awareness. And if I bring awareness to my life, and you complete the sentence. For me, what I would fill in is it would change everything. Well, thank you so much for putting up with my learning curve. It's more of a learning slide straight down a hill. Do get a hold of me if you want coaching, want life coaching, if you would like some advice. I'm reading constantly, learning constantly, observing my life so closely to learn from my own choices and the results of them. Please subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you. I appreciate you.